A month after the Pentagon announced a billion-dollar weapons deal with Saudi Arabia, lawmakers are pushing back. One America's Trey Yingst has more on the efforts being made in Washington to block that deal.
Lawmakers introduced a resolution this week that would block the proposed billion-dollar weapons deal with Saudi Arabia. The resolution was introduced with bipartisan support by Senators Paul, Murphy, Franken, and Lee. Senator Paul said in a statement, selling $1.15 billion in tanks, guns, ammunition, and more to a country with a poor human rights record, embroiled in a bitter war, is a recipe for disaster and an escalation of an ongoing arms race in the region. The resolution follows a letter to the Obama administration, signed by 64 members of Congress opposing the deal.
The purpose of that letter was saying, before an administration can just move unilaterally, they have to go through Congress. They have to go through the right channels. If not, you get chaos, and when you get chaos, you get breakdown, and you get more conflicts in the world. You don't solve them. And so we want accountability, and we want to know that the people that we give weapons to, they're used properly.
Congressman Ted Yoho sits on the Foreign Affairs Committee. He is leading the efforts on Capitol Hill to delay the deal in order for Congress to properly evaluate how the weapons would be used.
When another country uses the weapons we give them and they use them wrong and they kill innocent civilians, bomb schools and hospitals, we're complicit in that.
On average, 13 civilians are dying every day in Yemen at the hands of Saudi Arabia. Author Ann Pierce says that the Obama administration's willingness to work closely with the country's leadership is part of a U.S. foreign policy pattern in the Middle East.
Because Saudi Arabia and places like Yemen is often competing with Iran for influence and to get a strategic foothold. And they're both often egregiously violating human rights. So just as Obama was willing to overlook Iran's egregious human rights violations around the world and sponsorship of terror around the world, it's not a surprise that they would also do that for Saudi Arabia.
Normally, Congress has 30 days to block weapons deals like this one, but experts say that due to the congressional recess, this timeline will be extended. From Washington, Trey Yingst, One America News.